limiting the borders of their grazing lands to the north of Gilead. Tradition and history theory trace the Aramean ancestors of Israel used collectively to restrict of Yor in Sumer on the lower Euphrates River about the beginning of the second millennium BC. A group of Aramean tribes immigrated to the region around Karhe, now Haran in Turkey, an ancient Babylonian colony. Several centuries later, several family units of these tribes migrated to the west and south, settling in scattered groups around the Jordan River. The Jordan settlers became the Hebrew tribes, including the Ammonites, Moabites, Edomites, and the Yahweh worshiping Hebrews. In the Bible, this period of tribal migration is known as the Age of Patriarchs. The Exodus. Yes, yes, yes. Some of the tribes traditionally belonging to Joseph's group wandered toward Egypt probably during the period of High Coast Kings, the predominantly Semitic conquerors of Egypt between 1694 and 1600 BC. See Egypt history. The Middle Kingdom, there they prospered until the High Coasts were disposed about 1570 BC, and as a result the Hebrews were persecuted as aliens and forced into slavery. The Exodus, see Book of Exodus, is viewed by many historians as the successful effort of the Hebrews in Egyptian bondage to be reunited with other Hebrew tribes with which they retained a sense of kinship. The fact that no archaeological records of the Exodus exist, even on Egyptian monuments, is probably due to the fact that the Egyptian Hebrews numbered at most a few thousand, and probably less than that. Their flight caused evidently no great concern in Egypt, which is a damn lie. See, you also have to know your Bible, because when the Israelites left Egypt, Egypt was totally destroyed. Yahweh came through that thing, slaying everybody, all the firstborn. See, must remember the books are still edited and written by the Jews, so they have facts in there, but they would try to downplay them. But it's up to you, the serious truth seeker, to seek out the truth and expose the lie. Now, with that being said, let's get back to the book. In Jewish history, however, the Exodus assumed major proportions. It was led by Moses, the first great prophet, who on Sinai, the sacred mountain, received the covenant with Yahweh. This early religion incorporated in itself and bequeathed later to Judaism. So now, with nothing further being said about that, we see that the Exodus was led by Moses, the first great prophet, who on Sinai, the holy mountain, received the covenant with Yahweh. Not Jehovah, not Jesus, not Allah, not Buddha, or none of these other false gods who I don't even supposed to make mention of according to the law, but I'm doing it for your learning. So Yahweh, please forgive me for saying that. But this is for your edification. But we see here that the covenant that Yahweh gave Moses on Mount Sinai incorporated in itself and bequeathed later to Judaism. So the covenant that Yahweh gave to Moses, bequeathed later to Judaism, because Judaism is the worship of Yahweh. Now, with that being said, let's break down some more horrific moments in history where we are being destroyed by the red and hairy child separated from the womb. Now, let's define heathen. There it is. One who adheres or follows to the religion of a tribe or nation that does not acknowledge the God of Judaism, which is Yahweh. They said they don't care what nation you're from, what tribe, what rock you done crawled up from under. If you ain't worshiping Yahweh, the God of Judaism, you's a heathen. So let's finish this definition and see who the heathen this dictionary is talking about. The first one's up is Christianity. They're heathen. Why? They don't deal with Yahweh. They have their own God, Jesus Christ and Jehovah. Who's up next? Islam. They don't believe in Yahweh. They deal with Allah. Such persons collectively, the unconverted, one who is regarded as irreligious, uncivilized, or unenlightened. Such persons collectively. Wow. So that means I don't care who you are, where you from, where you came from. If you ain't recognizing Yahweh, you a heathen. And we all know the judgment that's been pronounced against the heathen. That means you're not gonna be here. So, I'm not bashing Christians. I'm not bashing nobody. I'm bashing the ones who know what they did when they did this. I'm coming to y'all who have followed these lies to see if y'all can come up from up under this burden before the time wax cold. Because we have a timeline, brothers and sisters. We have a real timeline that's coming to a close. And everybody who think everything is a joke and this really ain't gonna happen, just like it say in Matthew chapter 24, the end of the world. It tell you exactly how this world is gonna end. And I'm gonna pick that up. I'm gonna pick that up at, let's see. And I'm gonna pick that up at, I'm going to pick that up at Matthew chapter 24, verse 37. To let you know, man, that these days is here right now. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. What was going on in Noah's day? Let's check it out. Genesis, because we have to have a clear understanding. If the same thing was going on in Noah's day is going on right now, we at the end of the world, ladies and gentlemen. And this what was going on in Noah's day. And it came to pass when, Genesis chapter 6, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of Yahweh saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose, which they weren't supposed to, but that's another subject. And Yahweh said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days. And after that, when the sons of Yahweh came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented Yahweh that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And Yahweh said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I had made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahweh. This is the end of the world right here. Yahweh about to destroy everything, but it's somebody on this planet that's about to find grace in the eyes of Yahweh. And I'm going to tell you who those people is who's about to find grace in the eyes of Yahweh. Those who accept Yahweh, the Father, and Yahweh, the Son. Now, the earth also was corrupt before Yahweh, and the earth was filled with violence. And Yahweh looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. So Yahweh said he looked upon the earth in the last days, which is the beginning of the days, which are related to the last days in Matthew chapter 24, verse 37. That's why the Bible moves to 360 degrees, no beginning and no ending. What comes around goes around, the cycles of life. You know what I'm saying? So when you read in the beginning, you read in the end. When you read in the end, you read in the beginning. The book moves continuously. So y'all can cut that out talking about the Old Testament is done away and over with, according to Acts chapter 3, verse 22. For Moses truly said unto the fathers, a prophet shall Yahweh your God raise up unto you of your brother, like unto me, him shall you hear in all things whatsoever he shall say unto you. And it shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people. Yea, and all the prophets, from Samuel and those that follow after, as many as have spoken, have likewise foretold of these days. So if you don't even listen to the prophets, which is the Old Testament, which you New Testament Christians say we're not supposed to listen to, you're already destroyed. Don't think about heaven. Don't think about nothing. Just think about a big giant brimstone on fire on your back forever. Now, with that being said, we're coming to a close of this video too. I only got 12 seconds left, so, praise Yahweh by praising Yahweh ben Yahweh who brought me to Yahweh. And love the truth and seek it and get it. And above all I get and get an understanding.